In creating roofs, let's try and do something like this. We've got our outline. We're going to start with a line from the midpoint to the midpoint here, and a line from the midpoint back past that. Those are the two peaks when we're looking in plan view. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to offset here a little bit, or look at it. I prefer perspective when I'm working. I'm going to establish the height that I want here. Now, I'm not doing this to scale, so it's going to be just any old height. I'm going to go about this high. That's where I want to be. The next thing is this line here. I'm going to rotate that, copy, 45 degrees. Because if the peak, I should say, if the slope of the roof is the same all around, that's going to be a 45 degree angle. I'll do the same thing over here, copy it, and 45 degrees. You can't see it, it's just off the screen. I can type in 45, or I can watch where it hits 45 as I move this along. There we are. Now, from wherever this meets here, I want a line. I'm going to extend my line. I'll just hover there and go on the magenta. And there. I'll do the same thing back here. I'm going to go in that direction on the magenta. I've lost my magenta for some reason. Hover. Move. There we are. This line, because it doesn't meet this corner, it meets over here someplace where this line would meet. I'll just do the same thing here. It's going to be 45 degrees. Actually 90 degrees. Okay? From this angle here is 90 degrees. And then I'll hover, and I'll take my magenta down to here. Now I have my height, so I'm going to move copy to here and to here. Line there. I'll join up this one. Join up this one. The trick with roofs is they have to be every line has to be perfect. And a little practice will do this for you. Now that I've got this line here, I can copy it to this corner. I really didn't need this one or this one. I'll show you that in a minute. This line here, which is a sloped line, I'm going to copy that to this corner and to this corner. Okay? So now I'm going to go to Face Style, Shaded. Got a whole lot of faces I don't need here. I'll erase that and that. I think what I'll do is I'll take out these faces just to make it clear. And I'm showing a lot of extra line work here that we don't always need, but it's important to understand how these things go together. So this line intersects this line here because this is the same angle all the way around the house. When I cover that in like that, I should get two faces. And because this face is the same slope as this one and it's on the same plane, I can actually erase that. These extended lines here, 3 I can erase. And in a second or two, I should have retraced that line. Also gives me a face inside I don't want. And I'm going to retrace this line here. But the important parts were, I established one height for this and this. The same angle of this line is here, and where they crossed, the same angle as this one here and here, where they crossed, I could join it, and that automatically joined. Now, I'm going to go underneath. I'll put this face back on here. Maybe, maybe not. What am I doing? I think I've got a face on there. just healing those faces. And I'm going to erase all of those lines. That wasn't helpful. Try it again in a second here. Alright. Well, I'll retrace this. Push-pull down. And that would be like 8 inches, roughly. Group. I can be really, really fancy here. I can push-pull this back 1 inch. Inside the group, of course. 1 inch. Okay. Same there. Double-clicking, same there. I've got a little tiny bit of overhang of the shingles. More realistic if somebody wants to do that. All the way around. Double-click. If it doesn't double-click, you show it direction and move it yourself. Then I can go to my textures here, wherever they are. I want roofing. I like this one. And I just plaster roof onto it. And I have done what I need to do. When you have created this outline here, of course, it's going to be larger than the walls. So the walls are actually, I don't know, is it 18 inches inside? And if I want to, I can just add my house to my roof. Hopefully that's helpful for you to see how to do this. Take some practice. Roofs can be really tricky, and especially when they aren't standard roofing. Bye for now.